they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place.
Aye, aye. Oh, and a day's work, Sergeant.
Like hell it is. I don't want to think.
When we last ventured amongst the Starfield, our noble hero, Sunfire, it's kind of weird saying my own name for this because we normally have a character name, we had spoke to a good doctor about the Terraceti incident. Yes, we found a terramorph on there, which it shouldn't have been there because it's not been settled for generations, and normally terramorphs only appear generations on. So after taking the data to Cydonia and speaking with the good doctor, he confirmed our worst fears. Yes, it was similar to the Londonium variation of terramorph, which had wiped out a city of colonists previously. So we had cleared his debt, we had given him the information, we had got the details back, but now we had to head back to New Atlantis to see through a court case to see if we could get the information that we need in order to address the growing concerns of the terramorph. I don't really know what we're doing. The adoring fan is here. He's been actually following me around for a little while. We did a little bit of leveling in between, and as you can see, we've got a new starship. We got rid of the Guardian because, well, we didn't get rid of it. We can't sell it. No one wants to buy it. But this is the Starbug. I wanted it to look a little bit like the one from Red Dwarf. I couldn't really. We haven't been to everywhere to get all the different parts yet. But I think slowly over time it will evolve. But why have we been doing a C-class ship this entire time? The entire time of the last universe, we had a C-class ship, thinking it was better. It's not better. This A-class one is ridiculous. Like, these Vanguard weapons are just absolutely ridiculous. The auto-projectors are fantastic. And I've basically just been flying around. Shut up. Shut up. No, we're not. You're a crazy, creepy little man. I don't really like you, but you are our companion for now. But yeah, we've been like just bossing around the universe, taking on all sorts of threats, doing a little bit of grinding on the scanning of different planets and stuff, surveying. Just I don't know, like it helps for leveling. I don't think I'm ever going to get to the point where I'm going to do all of them now because I'm kind of gutted that every time you start a new universe, you got to do it again. Feels kind of bad, man. But welcome back. Yes.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
No, I have never noticed that this lit up. Cool.
Okay.
No bounty. Yep, we're all good. Now, we also picked up a couple of extra weapons. So one of the things that we did, we were really struggling for ammo and we were really struggling for weapons. So in between all the grinding, I've been buying all the materials I need to upgrade stuff. So now we have got a decent amount of upgraded stuff. We've got this Equalizer's Nova Light, nice little pistol. It's good for taking on lower level enemies. It's not great. I'm actually thinking of selling it. We've got this, which is just... Look at the damage. Look at the energy damage there. 192 physical. Great. 718 energy damage. This thing is absolutely bonkers. We've got the Mag Sniper. 475. Not bad. Pretty good for taking out long-distance targets. We've got a Big Bang, which is, 553 energy damage, 149 physical. Nice little shotgun. Enjoying it. It's good fun. And then we had our shotgun that we had before, but we've put the Hornet's Nest stuff on it, and now it is... it's definitely not a close combat weapon, as I found out to my detriment. But it is fun. It is a lot of fun. I do like that. But let's switch to that in case we need to go... I doubt we're going to need to shoot stuff. We're going to court, right? All I need to do is chug back some liquor so I'm a bit more charismatic. Great advice as well, by the way. If you are going to court, have a couple of drinks. What could go wrong, right? What could go wrong getting drunk and then turning up to court, right? I think we do have a couple of chems to help us bump up our charisma sort of stuff, our persuasion, so to speak. So we'll take those before we go in. God, he's really getting on my tits. All right, he's getting on my tits. He's annoying me, but I think that's kind of the point of him. I feel like we should keep him around, just for a little bit anyway. We might buy a new crew member or two. We have got Vasco again because Vasco is very neutral and I do like him. Right, Hadrian.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it.
Great.
But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier.
Nah, it's all good.
So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place.
Doesn't sound bad.
I am a clone.
What?
Of a man named Francois Sanon.
What?
One-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War.
Is that what the
head of
orange
UC
eyes are
Navy.
for?
They called him Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated.
Oh, we
Old
know
Red
him.
Flag.
We put up posters in the last universe.
Title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most
Shit, I
respected
didn't actually know
tacticians.
cloning was a thing.
Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
That seems like a real bad idea. You're basically giving all the power to one person, and that person is the same as all the other people there. It doesn't really, yeah. More interested in what this has to do with us addressing the cabinet. Yeah, how does that address the cabinet?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians.
But that's not you.
And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
It's not your fault. Yeah, you're not your father. You didn't ask to be cloned. I didn't ask to be born. Right, okay. You're not your father. The cabinet doesn't see that. It's their problem, not yours. Not sure I can blame them. This family doesn't sound like da-da-da. You use me to distract them. Great. Okay, just this one.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already.
Yeah, it's all good.
You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast.
A little bit. What do we need to say?
Last-minute business to attend to. Now might be a good time.
Oh, why is this going
No
to take a
telling
while?
How long the cabinet's going to keep us waiting out here?
Oh, boo. What are the risks of us accessing this data?
Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed.
Oh, that's
The
your
Terramorph
problem, not
project
mine.
Never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Okay, good to know. Suggestions on what I should say?
Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terramorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions.
All right, fair enough. Tell me a bit more about your father.
I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being fleet admiral to
How many
deal with
kids did he
kids.
get?
I was raised by a
I'd
pair of
probably be too
guardians
busy to
instead.
raise like 1 billion
Until
kids or
his
whatever.
defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy, perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
Oh, okay. Well, your eyes. Is it red? I was saying orange. Does that result the cloning process?
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars.
Wait,
The
what?
Red Devils unit I was a part of. They were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included.
Oh, the doctor did
Where
the
the
right
name
to
Red
have
Devils
the eyes
came
as well,
from in
didn't
the
he?
first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And
Cool.
the eyes were my parting gift.
Alright, well, I think that's everything. So talk about the failure of it, and that there's no risk because it was a failure. Okay, I don't have any
Then I
questions.
guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin.
Oh,
All
good.
parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
We shall. But before we do, don't mind me, Hadrian. I am gonna chuck back some Sauvignon Blanc and see what else I can take. What is it that actually helps? I can't remember. Is it Boudica? No, that's not that one. I never remember which one it is. Take the Sauvignon Blanc, not Cobex. I'm sure we had some. Fortitude. Ah, there we go. 10% check persuasion. I don't think they stack, so probably a bit of a waste taking both of them, but I don't care. I'm having me some booze and washing down some chems. Right, to court! What better way to go to court than blitzed out of your mind? Oh, God. Hey! Oh! And we just step on the blimp, apparently.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency. Thanks, don't keep my ship fueled, man. Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required... We'll be sensible.
I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
We need the archival data to find a way to stop a possible Terramorph apocalypse. Okay, we're still trying to figure out what we're facing. Can't make an informed decision without data. It's one of those two. But that sounds a bit too much. We're just trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without data.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting.
Oh, shut up,
While
Yasin.
no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening
These
for
ones are.
generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
Hey,
I would
don't
remind
lump
the
me
chief
in
diplomat
with
who
this.
he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult.
Oh, sick burn, Hadrian.
I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data. I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
I know what was told. It's tissue mesh ones from Londinian. What out a colony that never saw it coming? That's pretty alarming.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
See, Logan gets it.
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Yes, if the theory is the data being weaponized, the Terramorph program failed. That data's not dangerous.
That? I hadn't thought of that, Captain.
An excellent point indeed. The other powers would likely be much more inclined to work with us knowing that. Chief Diplomat.
Oh, you're the chief diplomat, are you?
That point is a good one. Very well, you have my agreement.
Yeah, okay,
The
yes.
galaxy is lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give
interrupted.
our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred.
Oh, let me guess. A Terramorph.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport.
Multiple.
Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly.
How do you discreetly contain
The last thing we
Terramorphs?
need is a
They're
city-wide
Terramorphs.
Yes, ma'am.
I think you'll have that
Admiral,
already.
The local
Then the
barracks
alarms
can
don't
provide
help.
support.
I'll make the order myself.
Well,
Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world.
it's alright. We got some
It'll take
decent
a while
weapons
to
now.
bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there.
Aye, aye.
We'll let them know you're coming.
No,
and
I'm
that
the
you've
captain.
Dealt with these things
Huh.
before.
Aye,
Now
aye.
go show them how it's
Bello.
done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Sure. Oh, jeez. To the station.
You! The EM rifle, grab it!
What?
Now!
Stop! That's it. We're
Now hit him
trying
with
to
everything
help
you-
you.
Okay, so we got to hit them with an EM rifle, have we? Do we have to? Can we just blow them up? Okay, yeah. My god, adoring fence, stop it! No, why are you... Okay, he's down. God, I just don't know why we brought him. He's a dickhead. What do we got to do? Yeah, what have we got to do here? Oh, so they're pacified. They're pacified. Okay. Incapacitate. Good, good, good. I'm not doing that with anyone else, though. Why are they attacking, though? That's weird.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
I did.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence,
Oh.
weren't they?
Wait, I didn't know Terramorphs could do that.
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but
Man,
some of the
Terramorphs
other
are fucking
officers down
weird.
there, We couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Boo. Sounds like we need to hustle.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Nah,
Oh,
it's unlocked.
sorry.
Please, do what you can to help them.
I mean, I'll try, but no promises. I don't like wasting my ammo on these guys. Have we got... do any of the other ones, any other guns that we've got have like a... No, I made them so they all killed. I mean, Annihilator rounds don't sound like they put people to sleep, do they? I mean, kind of, but it's a permanent sleep, so... Alright, let's whack that where the mag sniper is. And with that way we can kind of switch quickly between... the coachman and that one, maybe. Because I imagine the coachman's going to be pretty good against it. Okay, right, we got that. Cool. No, I don't like that I'm going to have to deal with random NPCs. I avoid talking to them at the best of times. They're going to be firing at me and I've got to keep them alive.
I heard something.
Oh, sure you did.
Time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower.
Right. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Where is the Terramorph?
You might back up. Don't just stand there.
Okay. Yeah, we can deal with this, right? Let's use this one. Okay, we're doing decent damage. And we're knocking it down, which is fantastic too. This is way easier to take down now. Dead.
Are experts?
I guess.
We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before, huh? Well...
What's going on with my head? Am I being influenced by it?
Whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men.
Sure.
Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Can I have some ammo? I want ammo.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the...
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
No. No.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
I do. We'll handle this. You two stay put.
Your call. We're on the line.
You stay on the line. You surround that. Let's see what else we got here. Let's go poke around at that Terramorph, shall we? Yum. Take it all. Alright, well I guess we're going straight in there. I guess you guys are all good to fight a couple of Terramorphs, yeah? Yeah, we're all good? We're all good. Cool. Alright, let's do a quick save. I've noticed as well, quick saving is fast now, it's nice. Wow, I hope my ship's okay. Oh yeah, my ship's fine. Great. I don't give a shit about all these guys then. I put a lot of money into that ship. Okay. Where is this prick? Going pretty good. Go on, adoring fan, get the kill. You've got it. You no shit. You stood there and let me do it. Okay. Man, there were a lot of ships here, really, weren't there? Seems like a liability having them all land on the one pad. Okay. Whoop. Ah, yes, scream all you like, buddy. Because we've got decent ammo here. Oh, jeez, careful, that's helium. Wow, we get a lot of XP from those. We should go to, like, that Terramorph world and just completely mow them down. What a great way to level up that would be. Who needs to survey planets? Just kill a couple of Terramorphs and you're all good. Yeah, they don't seem as much of a threat now with these weapons. It's nice. There you go. Took out 3 for you.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place.
Aye, aye. Oh, and a day's work, Sergeant.
Like hell it is. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Cool. Well, that was... I'm so glad we went out and found some decent weapons and have been, like, pooling ammo, because honestly... It would have been a nightmare. Can you imagine trying to take that on with the shitty Eon we had? I don't think we'd ever have beaten it. Whew. Yeah, I mean, Terramorphs have gone from something less universe where they were a massive threat to us to now that we've got the weapons and the ammo for it. I won't say piece of piss, they're not a piece of piss, but they are manageable. I like that. I like manageable. Manageable is good. Here we come to save the day. Actually, let's get a quick save here. I might get a screenshot this later.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, there you are. I believe we have some things we should discuss.
Security loses an officer.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Captain, Hadrian, it would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Agreed, thank you.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner.
Yeah, you went to know they were going to attack the spaceport.
Today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major.
Oh, dang.
As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now.
That's me, right?
The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Yeah, I figured as much. What is a diplomat? Okay, if you're sure that's the wisest course of action, I can't be a representative. I'm just a vanguard nobody with special powers.
We see your atypical background as a strength, not a hindrance. The people you'll be dealing with, they're rather atypical themselves.
Okay, that's a roundabout way of calling me weird, thanks.
We're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data.
Oh, shit. Do I get a house?
So, will you help us?
By fast track, you mean it's down from 10 years to 5. You can count on me, ma'am.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
Alright,
Next
sweet.
time Terramorphs rear their ugly heads,
I'm gonna go check in with
UC is
Chief
going to be
Engineer
ready.
Kulkarni. Start getting a
Alright,
plan
maybe
together
we
for
go
that
this
date.
way? Guess so.
You see that scientist out in front of mast?
Heroes will make
staring
it
at
down
trees.
in Spaceport.
Sounds upset.
And that includes...
Whatever it is, it can't
Alright,
be
let's
that
go
bad,
see the
right?
pen pusher.
A Vanguard captain. Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
Yeah, you talking about me, are you? Hello?
That must make you my Vanguard captain.
You're not gonna look me in the
Welcome
eye?
to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack.
Could say
Have my
that.
gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Yes, the repository of all the banned data from the Colony War.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic
House
planes.
Faroon, though, they...
Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Faroon. Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Faroon to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
You think they'd be clamoring to help after the spaceport attack.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate. And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here.
Boom.
Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative. But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Faroon?
Oh, Freestar, definitely. Varoon guys are a bit weird.
Ah, the good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her. Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support. And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools.
So do a
to
job
get
for her.
code.
Yeah. Fetch quest for her. Yeah. Is that what we're doing? A fetch quest? Alright, tell me about these other tools then.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage. But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell. So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen. Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
See, I can do that. Anything else I should avoid doing inside the embassy?
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone.
Okay, maybe get the
If something
adoring
goes
fans
wrong,
to stay away.
We'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
Okay. What can you tell me about the staff member?
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
FC Embassy Security and credits. Wow, it's a lot of money. Okay. Cool. Maybe do we take care of that first?
Go ahead.
And then we'll come back to her? Can we do that? Or are we going to hear all the information now? No, we're going to speak to her about the other guy too. Alright, fine. Boo.
Captain, would you...
Yes, tell me about Ambassador Balmore of the House Varun.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Well, what's wrong with House Varun?
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the great serpent in the sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
Strange. Well, I'm sure they'd be reasoned with. House Varun are people just like us.
Of course. But there is another wrinkle.
Okay.
We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive.
Right, okay.
His public appearances were always rare. But it's been several years now since he last poked his head out.
You don't think to check on people in the
Scans of
UC?
the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Oh.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
If he's alive. Okay. What kind of life signs did he detect then?
The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
Oh, okay. So no one's actually been inside?
The embassy is still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out.
Okay, what do I do if he's dead?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Oh, well, here's hoping we're not chasing a corpse.
It would at least be a speedier negotiation.
True.
But I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well.
Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
No, we can handle
if
that.
You have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Well, that was the plan. All right, well, are we just going back to... Where are we going now? Oh, the elevator. Okay, well, let's just go jump straight to it, shall we? We want to go get the Freestar Collective one, which will be on a Kiowa, I guess. Oh. Or not. They're not in the mass dist. Oh, no, it's the embassy, isn't it? Ah, so we're not actually leaving here at all. Oh, well, that's kind of nice. Everybody going about the daily business now. I stopped free terramorphs. You're welcome. I had to look like a crazy person. You were talking about it, at least. Boing. Oh, hopefully they're not going to give us a run around, right? Oh. Off to a great start. Oh, here comes the diplomat. Very, very high up. Very intelligent. Bonk. Walks into a glass door. Great.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in our office. Go on through.
Okay. Fair enough.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you.
Is this her office?
As in more than one?
Let's just stand out here a little bit.
And they still can't protect their own space. UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
Do we need to talk to you? Hello, Cameron.
That woman is an absolute... Oh, sorry. Oh, what? You're the Vanguard captain, right? You know, I was about to board the Nat to the Spaceport when the alarm triggered. Sounds like I got real lucky.
Very lucky.
And like I've got you to thank for things not being a lot uglier.
I have a lot of respect for this city and its residents, unlike some people around here.
Heard that, huh? Yeah, the ambassador likes to treat us like family, and she doesn't care for most of them either. But look, they said you were coming here on official business. The ambassador likes to handle all that personally, even if she does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so you should probably go speak to her.
Sounds like you could be doing more, a lot more. By working with me.
You want to work with me? Why don't we talk somewhere a bit more private?
Sure. Show me where to go, Cameron. I don't like the idea of sneaking into a place. I feel like we're going to struggle with that. Because stealth's a bit weird in this game. I've got mech stealth stuff, and I do... Hang on. Oh, you piece of shit. Get in here. It's supposed to be a private conversation.
I can't believe I get to stand near.
Oh,
Let
stop.
me know
No.
if you want to talk some
No,
more.
I do not. Get in the room. Thank you. Please ignore my assistant. Cameron.
So you want me to work with you? But why now? Why me?
We need help preventing more terramorph attacks, and we're not expecting the ambassador's support.
No, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And no other city should have to go through what happened here.
No.
So then, what would you need from me?
I need to get access to her quarters without being seen.
Her quarters? Huh. Oh, that's doable. And you and the UC will be providing me with what for my services?
1,000 credits with your name on them.
Oh, wait, I thought you were looking to hire me. Oh, I'm not taking a bribe.
Okay, fair enough. Guess we need to go bigger then. 8,000?
That much, huh? Okay, yeah. Okay,
this is how diplomacy
there's a
actually
utility
works.
corridor that leads to the ambassador's quarters, which you can access through the main conference room. Here, the key. Whatever you do, don't let the guards see you entering or exiting the utility section, or you're gonna be in serious hot water.
All right.
I'll keep an ear out for more instructions from the UC.
Fair enough. Access the listening device. Do we want to talk to her just in case? I feel like we should, right? Let's talk to her just in case. Hello. Let's stand here. Mom?
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
I'm here on behalf of the United Colonies. We need the Freestar Collective's help.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She
More
said
than
you
the
were at
eyewitness.
Spaceport.
I took
You
them
have my
down.
thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants Terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf.
No, that's about
Tell
right.
me I've got that right.
Nope, they sent me to beg. Please, please, pretty please.
Oh, stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I
Can
will
we try
not
and
be the one
persuade her?
responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours and go?
Please, just
You're
listen.
really gonna push this?
Yes.
All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me.
Should have took some of that stuff beforehand. Thank you. Just hear me out.
I'm listening.
Terramorph Xenoweapons project was a failure. That knowledge is not
Know
dangerous.
that for sure. That is interesting.
How many lives are you willing to risk because you have a grudge against the UC?
It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly.
Ooh, we've got the last turn. We've got to get that. Every moment we spend in debate. Oh no, actually, you got one chance. If we do it, if you were a soldier, it's your job to protect. That's what we intend to do with this data. Every moment. Do we want to go big? Let's go big. Every moment we spend in debate is time not spent fixing the Terramorph problem.
Responsible governance will not be rushed. Captain, I'm sorry, but my answer is not changing.
Wow.
The UC is just going to have to find another way. Now, I presume you can see yourself out.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Not a problem. No, you piece of shit. Don't you dare. Wait, is this not the cupboard? Oh, here we go. Right, so where are we heading here? Okay. Just going to drop an actual save here. Because I don't trust our chances.
Agent detected. Patching in playback.
Son of a bitch! Cameron!
Are you alright, Ambassador?
It seems the Council of Governors has rejected my appeal to join. Again, which means you and I are stuck in this colonial rat cage.
Yeah, brother with a better position, huh?
But I think we might need to. We should expedite the process.
What are you getting at, ma'am?
I mean, my requests keep being rejected because they don't want to add a seat, right? But what if one opened up? The Master's heart in what it used to be.
Don't you steal shit.
It's not like anyone would miss him.
Eva, I think it's time to get some sleep.
Just think about it. Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh?
Good night, Eva.
Interest. Oh god, get in here, you prick. Quick. Before the guards get here. Come on. Fuck it, whatever. Can we drop down elsewhere? Oh, hello. Interesting. Okay, I don't think we can go this way. Where are we? Is Cameron's room? Yeah, I guess it is. Oh, no, there's security there. I don't know if I'm allowed to see them or not. What am I actually supposed to be doing here? Confront Radcliffe. Oh, okay, well that's... I think we're allowed in here. I think we're allowed in here.
Your clothes clean, your boots polished, your mirror shine.
No, it says we're still trespassing, so I guess we are. How do we get out of here? Okay, maybe we go the other way. Interesting. Okay. Would have thought that they'd kind of be okay once you get to that main bit there, but no, apparently not. Maybe that's like the living quarters for everybody, so they're a bit more protective over that. Although there might be a reason to go back there. Are we okay? I think we're okay. Oh, he's turning around. I wish we could like tag him so we can... Oh god, I'm stuck in here now. There we go. Gonna loop around again? I think so. Where did they go? Stop there, they come back. Okay. Just spy them from here. Okay. I think we are okay here though. There we go. Yeah, we're good in here. That's fine. Probably overreacted a little bit. Hey, Ambassador!
Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain? You're not getting access to the archives.
I know your plan to replace someone in the Council of Governors.
Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's evidence. I imagine bad things would happen if your bosses found out.
No. If the Council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled.
You'd be stuck here.
Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The issue at hand is one of trust, no? So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives.
I would hope so. You've got yourself a deal. Fine, but I want you to beg me to not turn you in. No, I'm happy with a deal. Yeah, you got a deal. Good. I'll keep your secret.
I appreciate you working with me. Just like I'm sure our great powers will.
Oh yeah, definitely.
In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure an air of legitimacy to the whole proceeding. I can only let you get the information on the Terramorphs. Anything else and people will get suspicious.
That's fine, that's all I
all
need.
research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right purposes. But those two items should be enough to allay any suspicions.
I can agree to those terms.
Good.
Let's be civil about it, right?
Let's go get you your access.
You heard nothing, right? There's no dodgy deals going. Why did we walk around your desk, Radcliffe? Oh. Oh, Radcliffe, you okay? Radcliffe, this isn't the way. What are you doing? Oh god. Well, we have our first bug of this universe. Can we push you out of the way, maybe? That might have helped. Hey, there we go. We fixed it. Look at us. A solid shove. Fixed the issue.
They tell me it should only take a moment.
They got this big-ass machine just for that. Okay.
It is reassuring to know there are still some people in this universe you can trust. Here you go. I hope that'll be enough to maintain your discretion.
Sure, we'll see. We'll see. We could dob her in afterwards, right? Because the deal is with me. It's not to stop me from telling... Oh, well, I guess it kind of is to stop me from telling other people, but I don't have to honour that. She didn't honour it. She didn't honour me. She made me beg. I didn't choose that option by choice. Right. Let's get out of here, shall we? Make sure we go through the door this time. Right, well, I think what we should do is probably leave it at that for this episode. Next episode, we will track down the Varun ambassador, make sure he's not a skeleton in a cupboard somewhere. And, yeah, we'll continue with this retrieval of archival data. Hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.